Good evening. It began as an adventure and ended in one of the most extraordinary rescues in modern times. For 18 days, the Wild Boars football team remained trapped in a flooded cave in Thailand. The emergency began when the 13-member football team was reported missing in the cave complex. It was 9 days before British divers located the trapped boys and their coach deep inside. 4 days later, a former Thai Navy SEAL died after running out of oxygen. Then, mission accomplished, as the boys were brought out in groups over 3 days. SBS reporter Omar Dabbagh joins us now from outside the hospital in Chiang Rai. Omar, just how are the boys doing?
Good evening to you, Sarah. They remain in quarantine, solitary isolation, doctors say, for about a week or so. Fortunately though, for the boys, the first 8 boys evacuated, they have now seen their parents. For days they were divided by glass. For now they remain in protective suits 2 metres apart as a precaution. But as the world had been hoping for, all the boys, their coach and their rescuers are out of the cave safely. From mission impossible to mission accomplished. A hero's welcome for the Navy SEALs who risked it all, posing for pictures after the last of the trapped boys and their football coach were finally freed. This the triumph Thailand and the world was hoping for.
The best feeling. I don't know how to say it, but it's really good.
The boys of the world, they are our kids.
Engineers who've spent days lowering water levels in the caves now pumping their fists in the air. The elation spilling out onto the streets of Chiang Rai with a guard of honour. As one by one the last of the Wild Boars team were taken for medical evaluation. Cheers too for the Thai authorities, their relief palpable.
เป็นความภาคภูมิใจเป็นมิชชั่น possible ของทีมไทยแลนด์ที่ทำได้ ผมอยากให้โป่งผาเป็นโมเดลของประเทศไทยทั้งประเทศ
It had all the hallmarks of a blockbuster. Hollywood producers are already on site. The trapped team's plight captivating the world. A terrific end to a mission that began so ominously with the death of former Thai Navy SEAL Major Saman Gunan. A bittersweet day too for Australian doctor and diver Richard Harris, who has also been hailed a hero after tending to the boys in the cave and helping them get out. He found out his father died just hours after he exited the cave. Dr. Harris, one of 20 Australians assisting with the rescue.
It's amazing what the human being can do. Yeah, there are extraordinary people doing extraordinary things.
It's been revealed the boys were given anti-anxiety medication to stop them from panicking before they were strapped to a diver for the treacherous 4-kilometre journey out. Just in the nick of time too. The water pump that had made the rescue possible bursting and quickly flooding the cave shortly after the last boy was freed. The operation to rescue the boys may be over, but work to ensure their best possible recovery isn't. A heavy police presence remains at the now notorious Tham Luang cave as doctors investigate the infectious diseases that possibly lived inside. Doctors say the boys lost 2 kilograms each, but only 2 are showing signs of infection.
We are planning to scale back on the preventive medication, but we are still giving medicine to those who have lung infections for the next 7 days. This is the period of time when we will need to take care of them.
After that, they will get to go home, which is where the rescuers are heading now. Heroes, every one of them. And Sarah, the daring rescue electrified the world and unified Thailand, a country that has seen deep divisions in recent years. Divers have praised the efforts of rescuers here, while in Australia there have been calls for Dr. Richard Harris to be named Australian of the Year.
It was an international effort with a worldwide audience, a moment of unity in a world beset by divisions.
Our congratulations, our admiration to the Australian divers, doctors who played such an important role in rescuing those boys from the cave in Thailand.
On Twitter, Britain's Prime Minister Theresa May saluting the bravery of all those involved. And for the football-mad youngsters, a treasured invitation. Manchester United inviting the team to visit Old Trafford next season.
How many of you 13. Brilliant.
The boys were found by British divers 8 days after they went missing.
47.
The mother of the diver who located them bursting with pride and relief.
Thank God they're all out safely, and they have my love, and I'm delighted for them all.
7 of the divers were from the British Cave Rescue Council. Their colleagues in awe at what they achieved.
They've done something that I think we all thought was barely possible, you know, and they've pulled it off.
Here in Australia, colleagues paying tribute to Dr. Harris, who oversaw the rescue mission from the beginning, staying with the boys in the cave, administering medication.
Harry's given his all, his family have given the support, and we've given the support as well as an organisation, but we now need Harry to be able to be looked after, and Harry's family be able to be looked after, and just give them the time and space to get over this really tough event, especially after Harry's put so much into the rescue effort over in Thailand.
Harry's got an incredible way of being methodical and sort of like a linchpin. He does pull together all his skills, and at the same time he's not like a dominating commander. He's extremely supportive. He works and listens to everybody, and he helps put the whole project together.
But for the boys, the ordeal is far from over. Child trauma experts say the emotional recovery of the football team could take some time.
They might have some stress reactions initially, and in general, if we look at groups of children exposed to trauma, there is a small minority that might have longer term stress reactions.
But experts say the fact they endured the ordeal together will help minimise any long-term impacts. Jessica Rowe, SBS World News.
So Sarah, still a long road of recovery for the 13 boys and the coach, and while the world and here in Thailand are celebrating this, no one here is forgetting the courage of the ex-Navy SEAL who died, Suman Gunan. On the day he died last Friday, authorities promised his death would not be in vain, and now we know that is the case. This incredible story of survival, this wonderful ending to a story that captivated the world. Sarah.
Indeed, one very remarkable story. Thank you very much to Omar Dabbagh reporting live there from Thailand.